What is your biggest fear? This was a question asked to Bill Gates, and his reply was, I do not want my brain to stop working. He did not said, I don't want my heart, liver or kidney to stop working, because guess what? There is heart transplant, there is liver transplant, there is kidney transplant. With the amount of money he has, he can buy any organ he wants. But he cannot replace his brain. There is no brain transplant, and the same applies to each and every one of us in today's time. If you have a smartphone, if you are watching this video, if you are working, all the hard work is done by the brain, from critical thinking to creative thinking to problem solving to decision making to learning to focusing. Everything needs the brain power for processing, and if the brain stops working, basically your life stops working. Hi, this is Murtaza Shakir and welcome to another video to help you stay healthy effortlessly. In this video, we'll learn what are the 3 brain damaging habits which you need to immediately stop, and majority of us are doing this habit to save time, to get more done, to succeed in life, to get more work, to do more in less time. But in trying to do that, we are damaging our brain, which is ultimately damaging the body as well. And in the later part of the video, we'll understand what are the 2 habits which can really strengthen your brain. Bodybuilding, trying to look good on the outside is all good, but you might have good muscles, you might have good body, but if you have a poor brain health, you cannot do anything with the body. So let's understand what are the 3 habits which are damaging the health of your brain. The first one is multitasking. Now, we want to get more done in less time, and hence we multitask. But remember this, our brain is not designed to multitask. The brain is designed for something what we call is the mindfulness. The brain is designed for mindfulness and not for multitasking, which means focusing on one task at a time. Now, when you focus on one task at a time, you can get more done and you are not harming your brain at the same time. But when you multitask for a short period of time, you might think, yes, I'm able to do more, but in the long term you are damaging your brain's health, not just physically, but it has been also shown to impact your mental health. It can lead to long-term depression, anxiety, memory issues, forgetfulness. So you are basically damaging your brain if you are multitasking. So replace multitasking with mindfulness. Make sure you are focused on one task at a time. No multiple tabs, not trying to please or trying to do things simultaneously. One of the simple example is like we eat while we are working, while you are watching, we are driving. So that is absolutely not advisable, because you land up eating unhealthy and that is also impacting your physical health. But multitasking is ultimately damaging your brain health. There is a lot of research on this topic, you can find out. So you have to stop multitasking if you want your brain to stay healthy, and start practicing mindfulness. The second habit is less water. Now, we are so busy working and trying to get more done, we forget to drink water. A lot of people don't drink water because they don't want to go and waste time while using washroom. But our brain is 75% water, and just 2% of dehydration can directly impact your thinking, your memory, your cognition, your ability to learn. And there is a symptom which is called as brain shrinkage. So basically your brain starts to shrink in size if you are dehydrated for a long period of time. So make sure you are giving your brain adequate amount of water, and you are not depriving your body of water, so that your brain does not break down. And the last habit which is damaging your brain's health is poor sleep. Again, to get more time, to get more done, we compromise our night sleep. And sleep is the only source for your brain to repair, rejuvenate, and kind of reset everything, which is all the hard work which is done during the day. The brain can recover and rest only in a good night's sleep. It is being scientifically proven that if you are depriving your body of sleep for a long period of time, your brain basically starts eating itself. So your brain is eating itself because of the stress which the body is going through because of lack of sleep. So less sleep, less water and multitasking will not get you more done, but it is depriving your body of doing more in the long term because you are damaging your brain, and at one point of time your brain will stop working if you do not stop multitasking. And if you continue drinking less water and if you continue compromising your sleep, so you have to change these three habits and make sure you are not damaging your brain health. Now let's come to the part where we want to strengthen our brain. So yes, going to gym, lifting weights and everything is good, but again that is to build the muscles, the biceps, or whatever the physical appearance is. But what actually is helping your brain is, number one is movement or walking. So you have to make sure that you are moving more. It is being scientifically proven that highest amount of brain cells and new brain connections are developed when we are on the move, when we are walking. You could exercise for 1 hour in the morning, but if you sit for 9 hours in the day, then that 1 hour of exercise does not come to the rescue of your brain. When you are moving, when the body is exercising, when it is on the move, when you're walking, there is a release of chemical which is called as BDNF, which is brain derived neurotrophic factor, and this is highly generated when we are walking. There is a complete research on movement, walking and its connection with good brain health in the book Spark, which is written by Dr. John Ratey. So if you want to know more benefits of exercise and walking, not just for physical health, yes, obviously your blood pressure, your mood, everything is impacted when you are physically active, when you are walking, but precisely highest amount of brain cells, you get new ideas, you are able to think clear, you are able to solve problems in a much better way if you are moving your body more and if you sit less. And the next one, the last, is learning. So the brain is organizing and reorganizing itself when you are learning. Now what happens usually that after school, college, our academic education, we stop learning. So you could be learning something related to your job or to your work or your business, but there is nothing outside of that particular area. So it could be learning a new language, it could be learning a new instrument, it could be learning to draw, or it could be learning to read some new language, or you are reading some books. Now these books are not your subject book or not your work related book, but these books are on a different topics where you are learning something new. And when you keep learning something new, the brain stays in its peak performance. So people say that when you get old you stop walking and you stop learning, but it is completely opposite of that. The moment you stop moving, the moment you stop walking, and the moment you stop learning, you start getting older, your brain starts destroying, or the entire brain health is compromised when you stop learning and you stop walking. So if you want a strong healthy brain, you have to make sure that you start learning again. It could be taking a new course, learning something which you fear. It could be just overcome a fear. Let's say you have a fear of water, go and join a swimming class, or any other sport. Learn something where you have to use your brain. It is not a mandatory like the same old work. But yes, if your work is something where where you are learning something new on a daily basis, it's good. But apart from that, I would highly recommend learn something outside of your work and make it your priority if you want your brain health to be at its peak. And the second is walking. You could be going to gym, you could be lifting weight, it is good, but make sure you do not stop moving. Try to take breaks in between, get up, move, and the more you move, the more brain cells you generate, the more ideas you can have. That one of the reason Steve Jobs used to have all his meetings like walking meetings. He never used to have a meeting in a cabin in a closed door while sitting. So walking meetings helped him generate new ideas and come up with new solutions. So keep moving, keep learning, and make sure you practice mindfulness, you drink adequate amount of water, and you get a good night's sleep to make sure your brain does not stop working and it stays with you as long as you are alive. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you have any questions about this video, please post it in the link, please post it in the comments. Give me a thumbs up if you like the video, subscribe to the channel, share it with your friends and family. That they might be doing or not doing any of this, which is unknowingly damaging their brain health. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'll see you soon in the next video.